Donald Trump slamming Congressman Trey Gowdy for his handling of the Benghazi hearings. Now, the comments coming as Congressman Gowdy is getting ready to officially endorse Senator Marco Rubio in Iowa. That's tomorrow. Joining me now, Judith Miller, Fox News contributor, Todd Starnes, Fox News Radio. Pete and Tammy are back with us as well. And Todd, I want to start with you because you had a pretty interesting tweet this morning. Quote, "So let me get this straight. If you don't support Donald Trump, you are now considered to be a raging liberal." What's that all about?
Well, and the answer is unequivocally yes, according to all the detail. And now I'm something called a Trumpkin. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I think we've reached this really weird point in the campaign where all of a sudden, if you don't walk lock, stock, and barrel with Donald Trump, you're somehow a rhino or an establishment Republican. And to say that Trey Gowdy is, a left-wing Republican is just simply outrageous and not true when you look at the man's record.
I got to be quite frank. I've never considered you a liberal, and I doubt at any point in my life will I ever consider you anywhere near being a liberal. But listen, I saw it on Twitter too, and people went off. I mean, Tammy, they really went off on Trey Gowdy. Now, Marco Rubio, ironically enough, was brought in as part of the Tea Party sweep. Now, whether he has become enamored with the party, the establishment party, you can certainly argue that. But the notion if you're not for Trump, then you're a rhino, is that going too far?
Well, look, I've been very critical also of Senator Rubio, and it's not just the trumpets who get very upset. There seems to be very interesting, intense fringe base within a lot of these kind of heroic individuals. And look, it's been a long time since the Republicans have had a competitive race with so much talent. People are looking for a hero. We've been beaten up for 7 years. And so there's a strong investment in every one of these individuals. And I would just say, look, it's early. A lot of people are going to have their hearts broken. And I would like to see some of that calm down. But there is a reaction to any kind of debate or critique of any of these individuals. I've been complimentary of all the candidates and critical of all the candidates. My favorites are already pretty much gone. Walker and Fiorina has not performed. But yeah, it's not just Mr. Trump. It's also some of the others in the field.
Judith, and you've watched the political scene for a while. What do you make of it?
Well, I think it's interesting the rapidity with which Trump immediately attacked Rubio and Trey Gowdy the minute he saw that endorsement was coming. And that tells me that Trump feels some vulnerability there.
Really?
There's something about that combination that has him worried. I mean, he always attacks, he goes on the offensive, but this was 4 tweets right in a row, one after another, one nastier than the next. You know, he's a loser, Trey's going to be a loser, Gowdy's going to, look at what he did with the Benghazi hearings. That's what he's going to do for Rubio. This was full song.
The modus operandi has worked for Donald Trump.
Yeah, it has. It has. I mean, he went right after him, as you said, but this is one politician from Washington that I think anyone in the field would have wanted the endorsement from because he's not seen as an establishment guy. He's seen as a hardline conservative. This is a good get for Marco Rubio. I think that's what Donald Trump probably realized, and that's why he went after him.
Real quick, though, Todd, did Gowdy sort of mess up the Benghazi hearings? Did he let it drag on too long? I was really frustrated. I know that they all played the game with him, but could he have handled that differently?
I think he could have, and I think Donald Trump actually has a point there. But look, as far as how much of an impact Trey Gowdy's endorsement is going to have outside of South Carolina, I'm not sure it's going to have that much of an impact, especially in Iowa.
South Carolina.
But South Carolina is the big thing is that Bush didn't get that endorsement. Jeb Bush is the loser with this.